All right.
Said that they will enjoy. They will join.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone.
I'm saying enjoy. Why I don't know join.
See if anyone joins the live stream. I'm gonna share it with the group chat.
It's very very hard to live in a country like this. I mean, Esenge countries, you know, Esenge.
Sorry, one second. I need to share the live stream. Okay, it's live on YouTube, and we can start the conversation club if you want. All right, so today the topic of our conversation is going to be inventions. So, inventions. So, what is an invention? Like, do you know what an invention is?
Yeah, I listened to your video.
Okay, you watched the video?
No, you said it today.
Yeah, iktira.
Or maybe you can say iza.
Ijad or iktira.
Same.
So can you try to explain in English what is an invention
I have to explain.
in general? Like try to think of a definition.
I think it's to invent something new for people useful.
Right. It's like to make something
Make
new.
something easier.
Yeah. Make something new or make something easier. Also, there's another word that's similar to invention. I'll write it right now.
Innovation. Yeah.
Innovation.
So we always see this word in technological.
Right. So what's the difference between an invention and an innovation?
I think like this. It's for humanity and it's for technology.
Mm-hmm. So you're close. Innovation is to improve something. Like yaşlaştırma.
I got.
And then invention is iktira etmek.
Yeah.
So make something new.
It's the first time and it's for like another times.
Yeah. And then innovation is improving something. But you can also like invent something to improve something.
Yeah, but for example, it's like BMW and BMW X5.
Yeah. So it's like an improvement, but it's also an invention.
Yeah.
So like Apple.
Another time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Apple.
So they make a new phone.
Yeah.
Like it has new features, new things that no other phone has. It would be an invention, but it's also an innovation because it's an improved version of an old phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, in technology, there's always new innovations coming out to keep improving technology or make it more useful for people or governments or anything like that. So, all right, so let's do an activity. We're gonna talk about what do we think are the most important inventions or innovations in the past, like 100 years or 200 years.
I think the first thing is the light.
Light bulb? Okay, like lampa?
Light bulb.
So you can say like light bulb.
I think it's the most important thing for human life. Humanity.
Alright, why is that?
Because if there is no light, we can't work or we can't drive, we can't work at night.
Yeah.
There will be no restaurants. It will be of course with fire.
Yeah, with candle, like a sham, right? Candle.
Yeah, sham. Yeah.
So so the invention of the light bulb helped.
I'm sorry, but it will not be same like this with light bulb.
Yeah, I know. You can see more. You can You can get more stuff done.
Maybe because it's unhealthy for eyes to read or to write in
Yeah, too much.
candle light.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
smoke goes in your eyes a little
Uh-huh.
bit. Yeah, so the light bulb helped
So
shape human history, right?
I think it's the first thing important.
Yeah. Okay, so today our topic is inventions.
Yeah, I have
so-
watched it in YouTube.
Okay. So you know.
Finally, I will not stay alone.
So right now we're making a list of what we think are the most important inventions in like recent human history.
I said it's the first important thing in the life.
Yeah, light bulb. So what do you think? What
The important thing I think is electric.
electricity? All right.
Anything that you know electric.
Hopefully I spelled that right. Electricity. All right. So why is electricity important?
Because anything what we see now is work on electric.
Yeah, right. So we need electricity to live a normal life. If you don't have electricity, then it's kind of hard for you to keep up with everything else.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, maybe like 200 or 300 years ago, most people did not have electricity. So it was normal if you don't have electricity, right?
Yeah.
And only like super rich people have electricity, like a long time ago. But now everybody has it. So it's interesting how things change over time. All right, what else? Can you think of any more inventions that helped shape the whole world?
I'm not sure.
Right.
Maybe I can say.
Hello, live stream. If you think of any inventions, you can write it in the chat.
Closes.
Closed. Okay.
How to spell? How to say? Close.
Yeah, you say it in, I don't know, maybe British English is different, but in American English, we just say clothes. It's kind of weird word to say, clothes.
This is the same that close open.
So you don't pronounce the E, you just say it like clothes. So E is silent. So why are clothes important? Like,
It's shameful.
keep you warm to
Maybe that was important. Maybe if there was not closes, so we would like in general.
Yeah. All right. Also, clothing can show who, like, kind of who you are. Like, you can express yourself with clothing, right? So, for example, in the U.S., if someone likes a certain like football team or basketball team, they can wear like a shirt or a jersey, and they can express like what they like or something like that.
Maybe it's good for to make difference. For example, you're taking uniforms. Uniforms
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah, right.
Clothes also defend people from something.
Yeah, it can be.
Doctors.
So like for
The
protection.
police wear the uniforms.
Yeah.
From rain.
Yeah. So protect you from like the weather or from other
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Comes with gun.
Yeah. All right. So what are some other inventions that are
Umbrella.
umbrella? All right, but what about like something that's really important for society?
Okay.
Like something that if was gone today, it would really mess up the world.
Roads, cars.
Okay, so modern.
If there
We can
is
say
no road,
we can say in general modern transportation. So it kind of includes everything. Hello, everyone watching live stream. We're talking about different inventions. So if you have any ideas about some invention that's really good for the world, you should write it in the comments, and then we can talk about it. All right, so modern transportation. So we have roads and cars. Hello, how are you?
I think the important thing is folder.
What's that?
Folder, I think.
Can I see? Powder, gunpowder.
Yeah, this is the
Like
thing.
silabuchin powder.
Yeah.
Ah,
This
okay.
is the important thing in our civilization.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
so someone. All right. So Javidan on the chat also says computer and light. So I'll put. We already have light bulbs. So I'll put computer. And then gunpowder.
I'm sorry. Maybe we can add pencil, right?
Pencil. Yeah.
If there's one more pencil, you can't write right now.
Yeah. Exactly. So okay. So I'll talk about gunpowder. So why is gunpowder such an important invention?
For killing people.
Exactly. So if gunpowder wasn't invented, the world would probably look a lot different today, right?
Yeah.
Because of gunpowder, different empires rose and fell. Different countries took over other countries, and it was because of gunpowder that this happened. Like, I don't know a good example. Like the Ottoman Empire, Osman Imperiasi, they had really good cannons, right?
Yeah.
They're known for they started using cannons before many Europeans. You know, like Çok Boyuk Silah.
Maybe they had in their emblem. There's a lot of guns.
Yeah. So so the Ottoman Empire was able to take over so much territory because of this invention, gunpowder. And now you see all of Anatolia and the Balkans. There's so much. Even though the Ottoman Empire is no longer, it's still like so much Turkish influence in all of this. And a lot of that was because gunpowder helped them take over many lands.
Can I show you one picture?
Yeah.
I was in Trabzon and
Yeah, that's it. Exactly what I'm talking
one
about.
of them was president. That's why I don't share this picture.
Also, okay, so we have computer and also phone. So computer and phone. So it helped improve communication. So the phone makes it so like you can talk to someone whenever you want, right? You don't have to write a letter. Yeah. So before phones, you had to write letters, and it would take weeks
Maybe
to talk to someone.
with birds, swords.
Mhm.
I have birds.
Yeah.
I think that phone and computer makes lazy people.
Yeah, you could say it makes people lazy, but it also makes people really successful at the same time.
Yeah.
It depends how you use it, right?
But in outside we run or go to somewhere to say to something, to somebody something.
Mhm.
But now we just type.
Yeah. But what if there's like an emergency and you need like to call the doctor or call the hospital? It could save your life because it's so fast, right?
Yeah.
Also, like for international trade and international communication, it's a lot easier now. That's why everyone is learning other languages like English and maybe Chinese and Spanish, because the whole world is connected on the internet, and people want to use like one language to connect with each
Maybe
other.
we can add the international language.
Yeah.
Because it's for communication for every people from the world, all the world.
So I'll just write modern language.
Yeah. You have to follow.
All right, modern language. All right, so this is a good list. So, all right, so now we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna write some inventions on the board, and you're gonna try to guess what year it was invented.
10 more for us.
Okay, so for anyone watching the live stream, I'm gonna write an invention on the board, and you can guess which year it was invented, and you can type it in the chat. All right, so the first one is the internet. That's the other one. The internet. So can you guess which year the internet was like first invented?
2006.
Okay, 2006. What about you?
No.
I think 1887, something like that.
What did you say?
1887.
So the internet you think was invented in 1887?
No, I know that when I was born, I used this Nokia.
All right, Javidan says 1990.
1996, I think.
You think 1996?
Maybe 5.
Okay, so the correct answer, according to the internet, is 1969.
Okay.
So who was closest? I think Javidan was closest, and you were the farthest away, so you lost. All right, now. All right, the next one. Light bulb. So, light bulb, lampa. Can you guess what year the light bulb was invented?
1801. It was not Edison, it was another person. I say
No,
1801.
1801.
1756.
1000. So 1756.
Yeah.
So when we're saying years, like in American English, we say like 1756.
Yeah.
Or if there's a zero, you say 18, like the letter 1.
Oh.
1801, or you can say 1801. But usually people say 1801. I don't know why.
Or
Oh.
1801.
All right, so actually about the internet, I don't know which one is right because every website says a different answer about which year it was invented, so I don't know. Javidan says 1900.
It's actually such an internet. No, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's
Online thing.
it's more vast.
And what did you say?
I'm still thinking. I want to say between
1,000.
first and second. Okay. Um, 17.
17.
100. No, sorry. 1,700. 100.
This?
1,700. Yes.
All right. So it was actually invented in 1906.
Everybody.
1906. So Javidan was closest again from live stream. He's winning.
But it must be more vast.
I don't believe it.
What?
We have.
All right, so next one is telephone. So when do you think the telephone was invented?
1926.
1926?
Which telephone are we talking?
The first telephone that you can talk on
The
to
first
somebody.
one is always back, yeah.
Yeah, something weird. I don't know. The first telephone that you can that you can actually talk to somebody and they can talk to you.
1975. 1890.
No, look.
Okay, so 1975.
75.
The electric.
You said 1890,
Is what?
and Dravidan said
No.
1870. All right.
Well,
The right answer is.
All right. So the right answer is 1876.
So points goes to.
but how can
All right. Dravidan was closest again.
how can it be if light was invented in 1906?
I don't know.
It can't be.
I have no idea. It does sound kind of weird.
Because logically it must be after the invention of light.
Well, there was electricity before light bulbs.
1 minute. You said Jordan was near. Mine is was like.
Yours was in 1975.
Wait.
This is correct.
Okay, sorry.
So you're 101 years old.
Okay.
Well,
I said 18 and forward.
Lucy will take that.
Okay. This next one, you guys might not know this word, so I'll explain it. Braille. Do you know what it is? So the next word is Braille. It is you know how blind people can read?
Yeah.
It's those dots, like that they feel. Like it's like on a door and they can feel the dots. That's what it's called, Braille in English. So it's like an alphabet for blind people to read.
Look, see, yeah. Yeah, I'll come over to be great. Yes, you do. That's
So can you guess when do you think this alphabet was invented?
1956.
1956?
Oh. 1865.
1865? Dravidan said 1800.
We have to look his answers. 1970.
1970. Okay, so correct answer is 1829.
Almost.
1829. So both you guys were both close to it. All right, so let's do.
I think it's cheating. Yeah. It's cheating.
Okay, this next one. Okay, so it's called printing press. So this is the first machine ever invented that can print something onto paper. Like it's the first machine that can print words onto paper.
1834.
So when do you think the printing press was invented? 1834?
No competition on the
So it's not like I'll give you an, it's not electronic or anything. It's just the first machine that can print something on paper. It's no typing, it's printing.
Stamp.
Yeah, like a stamp.
Okay, I got
But the
it.
very first machine that can do this.
It's like
Like how you can make a newspaper.
Okay.
1580.
1580, alright.
We're calling this stamp, right? Where
It's
1580, kings were writing with ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have the stamp.
alright, Javidan said 1600.
It is just saying hundreds.
Alright.
It looks like I have it.
We have to take his answer in the last, because his answer is always me.
Alright, well we'll see, we'll
Yeah.
see.
Um, I want to say 1480.
1480.
1000.
Maybe 53 can.
Okay, so the correct answer is 1440.
Oh, I wanted to say 1453, but
Alright, well, either way, you still are the closest. So I'll show you
either
a
way.
picture. What does the first
You
printing
know, I
press?
related it with of Thomas. To be honest, I found.
So it's like this. It's a big machine.
Ah, yeah,
like
yeah.
no electricity. And they print. You put paper on it, and then you have to put in all the letters. It's like stamps, and you put ink on, and then you like press it.
I got it.
So here is the first printing press, if you can see it. All right.
Well, then I don't listen. For the first time.
Let's guess about airplane.
Okay, we can do airplane. When was the first airplane invented? The first airplane that actually works. Not like a glider, but like an actual airplane with a motor. You understand what I mean? So the first like modern like airplane.
1870.
So anyone in the group chat, I mean in the live stream, try to guess what year do you think the first airplane was invented? So you
No,
said
wait, 18. Okay, I'm saying 1885.
1885. All right.
I want to say 1009, please.
1900.
Okay, so 1900. All right. Javidan says 1918.
1918, there were wars with planes.
All right.
1000, yeah, 70, 75.
1775.
But you know Da Vinci, he has made the
Yeah, I know this. It's like a glider,
Yeah.
right? But I'm talking about airplane with a motor.
makes this.
Like an airplane that can take off from the ground and then land again. Not like you jump from a building and glide. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it has to have a motor. All right. So do you want to know the correct answer? The first working airplane was made in 1903.
1903.
Do you know where it was first invented?
In America.
No, in America.
From Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah, from
I
like
guess it was called Rolls or Royce. Because one of them.
it's by these guys named these brothers. Their names are Orville and Wilbur Wright. They invented the airplane in a beach in North Carolina.
This has also invented a bike, yeah.
They used bicycle parts so to power a motor, and then there was wings on the plane. So I have a picture of it, the first airplane. So this is the first airplane, if you can see that. So I think they use like bicycle parts.
Yeah.
And also put maybe a car motor or something, and then there's wings. So it's actually interesting. I went to this place that they made the first airplane.
It is garage, yeah.
It's what?
Garage.
Yeah, no, it's beach.
Beach.
Ah.
Chimera.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an island off the coast of North Carolina. So it's pretty interesting.
I will go have my lunch and come back like in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lunch? You have lunch in days?
All right. So
No.
the next thing we're gonna do is everyone knows what the word inventor means, right? Iktiraatje,
Yep.
inventor.
I thought you say investor, no.
No, inventor.
Is that the question?
So just what is an inventor? It's
Oh.
easy word, right? What is this?
This is a person.
Yeah, a person, right?
Is it related with innovation?
A person who
Who
invents
invents
something.
Yeah.
So easy, a person who invents something. So anyone could be an inventor. If I invent some like basic stupid thing, then I'm an inventor. But there's famous inventors, right? Like people who invented like things that we use every day. They're famous, right?
They are million.
Yeah. They made a lot of money, or they did something. They invented something and improved many people's lives. So do you know any famous inventors?
Tesla.
So who is the guy behind Tesla? Or Nikolai Tesla?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
He invents the
Electric current?
Yeah. But then he
Maybe.
invents the electric, but then one man has.
Maybe light block there.
Okay, so who invented light bulb?
Yeah.
Not him.
No.
He invented the current
No, it's
for it.
not his. Edison is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Edison.
Ah,
All not from him, but still from here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very sure.
Okay, I didn't know that. So Thomas Edison, who claims to invent the light bulb, stole it from Nikola Tesla. Interesting.
It's like, it's like Christopher Columbus was researched America, but the name of American Vespucci was given there.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Okay, so on the group chat, John down said Newton. So Isaac Newton. He invented a lot of things. He also was the first person to understand what gravity is, like when he
Maybe
say gravity.
you could say Einstein.
Yeah, Einstein.
He invents the important three law.
I don't know. I think that's how you spell his name. Okay, Newton invented motion rules and he discovered the idea of gravity. Einstein invented nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
or atomic bomb, and also other mathematical theories, right? So, let's see, who else?
This is the Einstein who owns the photo make. Or who?
I think, yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Also, have you heard of this? Here, let me write his name. Alexander Bell. He invented something that he probably used every day. Does anyone on the live stream know what Alexander Bell invented? His last name might be a clue.
Is it with phone?
Yeah. He invented phones.
Uh,
The first phone.
I thought it, but I think you can't say you would think that it's a stupid answer.
No, he's not. Okay, and then who else? Okay, Dravidan says Stephen Hawking. He invented
Yeah.
something, the Big Bang Theory. Or okay.
Maybe we have one professor which lives in America, which is on that. What's his name?
Yeah, I know. Azerbaijani professor.
Yeah.
Lutfi Zada.
Yeah.
What was his
He was
invention?
died in the United States.
Mhm.
He was lived there.
He invented like mathematical theories, right?
I think. He was, it's related with informatica.
Okay.
And, you know, information. Cars information.
I see.
Yeah, it was about technologies, I think.
Yeah. So he invented some mathematical theory to help improve technology. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what about, do you know Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Facebook.
Steve Jobs? No,
No,
he's not Facebook.
Apple, right?
Apple.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook. Who's
Mark
Facebook?
Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. There's like new memes about Mark Zuckerberg, like Zuck is always watching you, something like that, because he owns all the social media now.
Yeah. Maybe if we talk about innovation, so I have to say one thing on information. The front camera, they say it's the most important thing for U.S. military, because they are seeing another country's armies, military with these cameras.
Yeah,
That's
so,
why it's forbidden to use smartphones in military.
interesting.
It's very nice innovation.
Innovation, yeah.
Innovation. No, it's
Invention.
first word called
Invention.
invention. It's the first important invention for U.S. Army.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so people spying on you from your phones.
Yeah, he can see from the front camera what he's doing.
Yeah, you never know who's watching you on your
Of
phone.
course, maybe
And also
GPS,
listen you from the
maybe GPS also.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, if the battery and SIM card is inside the phone, so it still works even you turn off your internet or not.
Yeah. So you're all being watched. All right. So now let's talk about which inventions are most important to you. Like, which one can you not live without?
For me, the most important, I can say two. No, sorry, three things. Books, lights, and that thing when I used to eat or drink. Cup
and fork. Okay. So I'll just write dishes. All right. What about you? Which inventions could you not live without?
Fitness area.
Fitness? Like machines?
Yeah, just machines.
Okay. So I'll just write fitness machines.
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone. What about?
Maybe, I think,
Okay, Javidan says he can't live without the internet.
maybe I think the most important is we can say shoes.
What's that?
Shoes.
Shoes?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
without shoes we can go out easily. Or can walk if there will be glass or something.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got shoes, dishes, books, lights, fitness machines, mobile phones, and internet. All right. Anything else, son? I think also for me it would be difficult to live without transportation, like modern transportation, like cars, buses, trains,
Maybe we can add glasses, right?
buses. Oh, okay.
For seeing far away or near way.
Yeah.
That's very
So
important.
so for you, you couldn't live without your
For me,
glasses.
for me, it's very important. I
Yeah,
can
And maybe also another thing, education. You could live without it, but would it be hard for you to live without education?
see.
All right, so now let's talk about some different inventions. All right, so one of the most important inventions in modern time is TV or television.
Mm.
So can you think of a reason, like two things, one positive and one negative about the invention of television? Like how has it positively affected the world and how has it negatively affected the world?
Good news, bad news.
Yeah. So why is TV good and also why is it bad?
Well, it's good because you can sit at home and you can know everything about the world.
Mhm.
We-
Okay.
The bad is that your everything sit at home.
Yeah.
Your eyes blink.
Okay, so the good news is you can see all that, like everything at home from TV, but then the bad news is that you're staying in your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
It's harmful for your eyes.
Yeah, too much is harmful for your eyes. All right, so Dravidan says positive is spending time. Okay, so he says the positive is spending time, so you have a good way to spend time. The negative is mental disaster if you watch too much. So if you watch too much TV, your brain dies or something. Yeah. So maybe for me, I think TV is good because it can help spread like information like the news, and it's also good for entertainment. But it can be bad because maybe people get addicted to watching TV. Like they watch TV all day and they don't do anything.
Yeah,
They
maybe
just waste their whole day.
maybe when they watch the TV with
Would you? Popcorn?
for example, types of like popcorn like this, which
Yeah.
things makes to get taller when they watch every day.
Yeah.
There and getting tall, right? Wait.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
opposite, right?
What is it?
Opposite.
Again,
Getting
Tall.
fat, getting fatter.
no, obesity,
Lazy.
right? Obesity when they get tall, obesity.
Tall, like get taller.
No.
Obesity. Yeah, when you get fat. Yeah, that's right. If people sit all day, they don't get exercise, and they get fat from watching too much TV and eating too much bad food. Okay, so the next one is the internet. All right, so can you think of one reason why is the internet good and one reason why can it be bad? So one positive, one negative.
The internet make our life very easy.
Mm-hmm.
But when we use more internet, our communication with people, we lose it. The communication.
Okay. So it's good because it makes your life easy. You can like save time, but it's bad because you don't talk to people face to face. You
Yeah.
only talk to them over like messages and things
Yeah.
like that. So it's not like, how can I say it, like a genuine, not like real. It's like artificial,
Yeah.
right?
For the first, I can add that online courses.
Mm-hmm. Online courses.
Even you are taking this course from America, so it's very easily for you.
Yeah.
And The second, and very important, that which happens right now,
Uh,
these days, right now, we can go to conference like this.
yeah.
With this, so that's why it happens with internet.
Yeah.
Video conference.
Yeah, so it's,
With webinars, seminars, changed with webinars.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And also, Javion said some other positives of the internet are banking and shopping. You can access your bank account online.
You can pay, yeah, within by
And then a negative, he said, was one negative is people get addicted to social media.
That
So tell us, what is one positive and one negative about the internet?
maybe the plastic
You can locate sleeping.
we said hackers.
I don't find anything positive in it.
Okay, maybe you can think of one thing that's positive in the internet.
Okay, sometimes on YouTube there are interesting videos that you can spend time watching
Mhm.
and learn about the world.
Okay, so you can learn on the internet.
But only videos, not text, because I don't believe in text, that they are fake news.
Okay,
And like I can count hundreds of negative things about internet, but the most negative thing for me is people use it not in the right way.
okay, so people misuse the internet.
Yes, exactly. That's
Maybe we can add Google. If there is not Google, we can search anything when we wish, when we want, and we have to go to book.
Yeah, true. If you have a question, you can just go on Google and search and get an answer right away.
We can get electronic books.
Yeah, also, but if you didn't have internet, you would have to go to a library and find the answer in a book yourself.
Yeah,
for me.
wasting time.
Like personally, for me, getting into library and
Mhm.
finding something from the book is more
Mhm.
interesting. Because when you try to find something on the internet, you just find it, you just read it and that's it. But when you go to library or you just find a book, you start to read it, you understand more than you would understand on the internet.
Yeah.
And there, moreover, most of the information on the internet is wrong.
Yeah, or information on the internet could be, the right information could be hard to find. Like, for example, if you have a question on Google, the people who work at Google, they might want you to see a certain answer and they don't want you to see other answers,
Yeah.
right? So you don't know exactly what's like 100% true and what's not true. So it's always good to have critical thinking skills when you search for things on the internet.
You know, I'll just give a simple example. It's like you're searching about a book that was written in like 1500s,
Uh-huh.
or you go find that book
Yeah.
which was written in 1500s with that like
Yeah.
handwriting, and you read it. The information will be different.
Yeah, true. And everyone has different interpretations. Okay, so the next one is so let's talk about bad inventions. So in your opinion, what do you think is like the worst invention or maybe like the most evil invention?
Guns, atom bombs.
Okay, guns, atomic bombs.
Maybe fuselage. I don't know how to say.
What is it? Wait, say it one more time.
Fuselage. Rockets or fuselage.
Fusion rockets?
Fuselage, right. Ah, yes.
Okay, there's it. So I'll just say
So used to it.
Fuselage, I don't know.
Then that's it.
so you can say for big weapons that kill a lot of people, you can say WMDs, weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, let me write it again.
It's nice.
So weapons of mass destruction, which is like atom bombs or bombs that kill lots of people or something. So these are bad inventions in your opinion. All right, let's see. Javidan says Shiba coin. Is that, I don't know what that is. Shiba coin.
You mean this one is for massacres, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He said Shiba coin. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe, it's a cryptocurrency.
Bad inventions, oh, guns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can just write cryptocurrency.
Uh-huh.
Bad inventions, oh, like, what is WMO?
WMD.
MD?
Yeah, weapons of mass destruction. So it means like atom bombs or fusion bombs.
You know, the guns are not so bad invention because the people make guns for killing animals.
Yeah. So it's not always bad, then.
Yeah.
Some people might think it's evil, but it could be used for good or bad. Like any invention can be used for good or bad, right?
Yeah. The gun sniper can use for make your eyes better, but you can also kill someone.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I think?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
You know what
That's a
I
bad
think about the
invention.
guns?
Yeah.
So there was a movie, Drugs. There was a movie that, it's Fast and Furious.
Mhm.
So, I don't know if anyone can have shot with Hobbs and Shaw.
What?
Hobbs and Shaw, it's a movie from Fast and Furious. So there is a movie where, in order to use a gun, you have to get access to the gun. Like the gun is electronic, and you have to, or either your fingerprint or your card must be shown to the gun, and after that gun will work. If you don't show it, the gun will not work. So in order that people wouldn't kill each other, or people wouldn't use the guns against like one another or bad stuff, it will be good to invent that,
Yeah.
which is
Okay, so
yeah.
that brings to our next topic, future inventions. So inventions that haven't been created yet, but you think might be created in the future. So what future inventions do you want to see?
Do
Yeah, you
all
said-
see or are made?
That you want to see in the future? Like what invention, it's not here yet, but you think about it and you want it in the future?
I want to not use glasses.
Okay, so something that you can fix your eyes and you don't need glasses? Alright? And what about,
In medicine, you eat only one
pill?
Yeah, only one pill and
Yeah.
you get better.
Okay, so for any sickness, you just take one pill
Yeah.
and you're healthy? Alright,
It's like nail methods.
yeah. So Javidan said, wait, is this for future invention or bad invention? Metaverse? I don't know, I'm not sure when he wrote the answer, so.
It's thirdly virtual world focused on social connection.
Okay, so metaverse, it's like 3D virtual world based on social connection. So it's like a virtual world, but everything's like in 3D. Alright.
The second sun for the world.
This is a little bit good. But you know, you sit at home, you want to get somewhere, but you can't use you don't have a neck.
Yeah.
You wear this mask and you can see what's on mountain, how to be in fly.
Yeah, it would be interesting. You could learn like all new things.
Yeah.
You could try dangerous things and you don't have to worry about getting hurt.
If you don't have any money to go there, you can only watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. That was a good thing, Javidan.
Invisibility.
Invisibility? Okay.
What are you gonna do with invisibility?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You can imagine.
You're gonna be a criminal?
What is it?
You can't imagine.
It's like
And
maybe Işıklanma. Işıklanma tercihini verdim.
Işıklanmak?
Işıklanma. From here to get there in 1 second.
Oh, tell
Oh,
Teleport.
teleport, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. What about time travel?
No, I think it's impossible
No,
because it's mean, if you think that's real. So that person have to get leave.
Yeah, right. If there was time travel, we would already know there was time travel, because people would already be traveling back to our time. Right?
There was a movie about time travel.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Adam Sandler was playing. Have you seen that
Not
movie?
sure, right?
What movie? Which TV?
I think the book.
All right, so that's the end for the conversation club today. Thank you everyone for joining on the live stream, and hope to see you next time. All right, have a good day.
Film yok ama kitap yaşamak. Çok da